Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. And today, what we're going to be talking about David Luiz, Calum Chambers, everything going on with Arsenal transfer news today. And you know what? Let's get started by smashing that like button, people. But yeah, you already know what it is. EGTV, let's go. Where is it? 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 Oh, there we go. Yes, people, you already know what it is, the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. And today what we're going to be talking about is David Luiz. Yes, David Luiz. It looks like David Luiz might not be, definitely will not be signing a new contract here at Arsenal, and he most likely will be leaving, as it reports, in the summer. So this summer he'll be leaving. And yes, I'm not at home. I'm not in my usual setup. I'm all the way in Birmingham at my in-laws' house. So guys, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to get you guys my videos, but I'm going to still try to get you this news as it's coming out. So of course, David Luiz, the guy who made the move from Chelsea to Arsenal a couple years back, has not had the best of times or the worst of times in his time here at Arsenal. And it looks like the deal might have been rejected by himself and Arsenal. Some people are saying reports that Arsenal are not actually putting a deal on the table, right? But we'll find out. And at the same time, interesting enough, today reports came out that Calum Chambers was also offered a new contract. So if Calum Chambers was offered a new contract the same day, at the same time that David Luiz is not being offered a contract, it kind of makes sense when you think about it. Because why would we keep Calum Chambers? Why wouldn't we keep Calum Chambers knowing that David Luiz is going to be leaving, right? And if David Luiz was going to be staying, it makes sense to keep Calum Chambers to a certain degree. I know the level and quality. Obviously, David Luiz is not a David Luiz is a much better player than Calum Chambers is. But of course, Calum Chambers has the versatility. That's not the conversation. So let's get back to the main conversation. The main thing that happened. So the reports came out that David Luiz will be leaving Arsenal. David Ornstein said David Luiz will be leaving Arsenal this summer, right? The 34-year-old will be leaving the club and has agreed that the club will now be parting of ways. The Brazilian international defender has chosen not to sign a new contract and he will be leaving the club. Okay, so that is the reports, right? People are also saying other things such as Lacazette. We're talking about Steven Berge, and the Bergs. There's been so many links today that I just got to get through some of these stories, get them out there for you guys to see, right? So first things first, David Luiz. Let's discuss David Luiz. Let's show you guys what's on the screen right now. So David Luiz, the man himself, looks to have had a situation with the club where he has spoken to a club and they have not put a contract on the table. Right, David Ornstein reports that the club has not put a contract out on the table for David Luiz to sign, and that David Luiz subsequently has chosen to leave the club. If you guys want more information, I'll get it read out to you right now. So David Luiz has what he's done this season. He's had 30 plus appearances for Arteta's side, put in a back four, back three, and done a lot of things. He also had subsequently that shocking moment where he was given the red card in the Wolves game back in February that caused us the problems. Now Arsenal has defensive choices between Pablo Mari, Gabriel, Holding, Calum Chambers, and more, with William Saliba out on loan. Next season, if the William Saliba does come back, that means David Luiz can leave without us having to worry. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think William Saliba will be given more shine. I think William Saliba will be given more time and effort towards this, and that makes me quite happy. And you know what? This does make sense now that we've seen reports of other things happening, such as guys like Calum Chambers getting new deals. We've heard about not only Calum Chambers getting new deals, but also Lacazette possibly getting new deals. So with those reports coming out, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting, right? And Edu has also said Balogun is quite pivotal to his reports today on the Arsenal Lounge, with Fabrizio Romano reporting that just now a few minutes ago. And what else is there? Well, of course, Arteta is planning for the future. He's planning to see what the thing is. There's also been a shirt leak. If you guys haven't seen the shirt leak, This is the new blue shirt. This is what it's gonna look like, supposedly. This is supposedly what the new blue shirt is gonna look like. I'm not sure what you guys think about that. Tell me what you guys think about that. Uh, People are saying David Luiz rejected Arsenal. I would say it's more of a parting of ways and less of a rejection, in my opinion. More of a parting of ways, right? And right now, let's continue. What's going on next? What is next over here? What is there? What else was there today? Oh yeah, they also showed this kit. Yeah, they were showing Arsenal today was dropping a bunch of PR stories. They also showed this yellow kit, right? You guys can see there was a yellow kit that was dropped. There's a yellow kit that was dropped on the Arsenal website today. What do you guys think about the kits? Let me know, right? We'll talk about that in another video, hopefully. And then there was also the situation where they're talking about Arsenal's future for a certain couple of individuals. For one, Marseille are heavily interested in getting Matteo Guendouzi's signature. Marseille are probably trying to get the midfielder this season, and they are in Champions League, so they do have the funds and they would be able to attract him based on the fact that they have Champions League football. Also, there's been links to Sander Berge, right? Sander Berge has been linked to Arsenal plenty of times in the past, and once again he's being linked to us again, right? Yes, I can eat Calum. Yes, I can eat Calum. So yeah, Sander Berge is being linked to Arsenal once again. So that looks like that is another deal that could possibly go through soon. Sander Berge has been linked to Arsenal numerous times in the past, and once again this season. They also the report. I'm not exactly sure where the report originated from, but last time I checked, I thought the report came from the Sun, and we know we cannot 100% trust the reports that come from that newspaper. I'm not saying they're uncredible, but majority of people do say you should not trust what comes up from the Sun, right? So what is it specifically that the report said? I will show you guys. I'll tell you guys right now. The report about Sander Berge was that Sander Berge will cost 35 million in release clause, and if we were to sign him, we'd have to pay 35 million, the 35 million pound release clause that they want. Of course, if they are since they are being relegated, we could possibly get him for downwards of 22 million. That's what they're saying, anywhere between 35 to 22 million. That's what we could get him for. That would be a good deal for us. And if Marseille are also trying to here's the exact report, guys. So Arsenal will have to pay a full 35 million release clause to land the midfielder despite Sheffield United getting relegated, but there was reports that we also could get him for cheaper than that. The report did originate from the Sun, so I just wanted to put out that disclaimer before I said anything else about that. Is there anything on Emerson Royal? Reportedly Arsenal are after Emerson Royal, but we don't have any more information on the Emerson Royal situation. There has been no movement on Emerson Royal. Emerson Royal is a Barcelona defender who currently is playing for another team. It's a weird situation where both teams kind of have ownership. Real Betis and Barcelona both co-own the player. I've never heard of that before, but that is the situation with Emerson Royal, right? Thomas Potts. The question of the day is the question of the day for me is, here's the question of the day that I'll ask you guys. My question of the day for you guys today is, will Thomas Partey improve for next season? Will Thomas Partey improve for next season? That's my question for everyone right now. Will Thomas Partey improve for next season? Right? The categories are yes, he'll be better. Okay. No, he won't be better. And this is unfortunately we bought a dud. Or you could just say maybe. You're unsure. You know what I mean? So it's a yes or no, or maybe he'll be better. That's pretty much what it is. Yes, no, or maybe. So you guys let me know in the chat what you guys think. Yes, no, or maybe. Yes, no, or maybe. Okay. And I'll also put this on my Twitter so you guys can go there to find out to see the tweets, right? Now, after the Sanderberg links, what else were we linked to today? There was just so much stuff going on. There's so much going on. It was linked by the guy from Football London, though, that Sanderbergs would be interested in joining Arsenal. He would be interested in joining Arsenal, but there's no guarantee reports that anything else besides that, right? Now let's get to the Calum Chambers and David and thing. You guys want to know more about the Calum Chambers thing? So apparently, Lacazette and Calum Chambers have been reportedly offered new contracts. Yes, both of them have reportedly been offered new contracts. Where, on the other hand, you have Emil Smith Rowe possibly looking to be getting a new contract as of soon. You also have Willian and David Luiz, who might be leaving. We have Guendouzi, Torreira, and Saliba coming back from loan. In addition to some of the academy kids like Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock. There's a lot of people that we don't know what the future holds for them at this club, right? Let's be real. We just don't know what the future holds for some of these guys. One thing we do know at this point, we have some mainstays in this team that are not going nowhere. And Odegaard could be another player who could come back next season. That is an interesting situation. What are you guys saying about Thomas Partey? Arsenal. You guys are funny. People saying flop of the season. Come on, man. You can't be that harsh on the guy, right? He's definitely going to improve. Thiago has improved a lot. Yeah, Thiago has improved a lot. Thiago Silva has improved a lot, or you cannot deny that at all. One thing you can say is, though, this whole Calum Chambers thing. Let me explain what I'm talking about, guys. If you guys haven't heard, apparently Calum Chambers and Lacazette are due to be getting a new contract. Now, this is just negotiations for a new contract. They have been offered a new contract by Arsenal. The two of them have been offered a new contract. So that is, let me repeat, that is, Arsenal have offered Lacazette and Calum Chambers a new contract. So you tell me what you think about that. They've offered these two guys a new contract. It looks like these two guys could be staying a little bit longer than we expected. I expected Lacazette to be moved on since he has 1 year left in his contract and he's yet to commit his future. Where Calum Chambers, it makes a lot more sense why we would keep him. That one makes sense, but the Lacazette one, I just don't get it. And let me explain why I don't get it. I don't get why Lacazette would be offered a new contract when specifically Lacazette, he's underperformed at times while he's been at Arsenal. He has not lived up to his full billing. He deserves a lot of credit for turning around his form at Arsenal and doing a lot better this season. And he seems quite happy, but at times I felt like the club was looking to go in a different direction. I just did not expect the club to keep Lacazette. You know what I mean? Where on the other hand, Calum Chambers has impressed at times. Calum Chambers, you cannot deny Calum Chambers has impressed. Calum Chambers has looked good at times this season. Calum Chambers has made us look like a better team at times. With his emergence late in the season, it clearly looks like Bellerin is leaving. And with Bellerin leaving, it's interesting. Would Calum Chambers be a smart guy to keep around? We'll have to find out, and we'll have to wait and see. But what I tweeted this out earlier today, and a bunch of people's responses were quite interesting. It was very interesting, in my opinion. It was very interesting what some of the people's responses were for the whole Hector Bellerin comparisons to Chambers, all that stuff. The main thing was people were saying Calum Chambers, it makes sense that he can play DM, right back, everything for him to stay. People agree with the Lacazette, the Calum Chambers getting a new contract, but necessarily not the Lacazette part. People agree that Calum Chambers is actually British born, and we could be increasing his value if we were to sell him on in the future. If we were to give him a new contract, people are saying we're protecting our assets. He meets the homegrown quota, so that's another reason. Some people are confused why we're keeping Calum Chambers, but some people are saying it's a good decision to keep both of them. Like my buddy Tom from the Gooner Talk. Right, but yeah, that's just that. That was the report. Those are the reports for today. So with this picture, you can bring it back full circle. It looks like David Luiz will not be getting a new contract at Arsenal, and Calum Chambers will most likely be staying at the club, but after being offered a new contract. Lacazette also Lacazette also will also be most likely getting a new contract. These are just offers. The player still has to accept the offer, so we could see the players reject the offer and probably move on. As of right now, Lacazette most likely nailed on to be getting a new contract. If he accepts the contract, we'll see. Calum Chambers looks like he might be getting a new contract. If he accepts the contract, we will see. David Luiz looks likely to be leaving the club after not being given a contract, and subsequently the club agreed to part ways from David Luiz. It looks like Matteo Guendouzi has attracted some interest from France. We'll see what happens with him, right? When it comes to Sander Berge, we will have to pay 35 million in order to get him. Balogun seems to be a big plan going forward for the club as one of our striking options, and everything else does look like, yeah, it looks like it's getting a little bit better. So we'll see, guys. This has been a little bit of an update. I'm going to do these updates probably as much as I can during the transfer window, but right now I've tried to stay away from transfer news too much because I just don't believe too many of the transfer stories. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this. This was a quick little update. And yeah, have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. Big up to everybody in the comment section. Of course, I couldn't get to everybody's comments. If you really wanted me to make sure I highlighted your comment or read it out, you can just put the letter Q in front of your statement or question, and I'll try to get to it. And if you want to send in a super chat, you can always do that too. But yeah, big up to everybody watching. I spent over 16 minutes on this right now. I gotta go. But have yourselves a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and smash a like on the button. Smash that like button, guys. It makes your life a lot easier. But yeah, you already know what it is. I'm out of here. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching.